YouTube, this is Techie Jess coming at ya with my 14th Q&A. First of all, I wanted to wish all of you guys a happy new year, and I hope your New Year's Eve was pretty awesome, safe I hope, and I hope everything, turned out alright and now you are celebrating the new year like I am. I had a great New Year's Eve. Actually, we kind of missed midnight because somehow while we were talking and while our family was over and stuff, the channel switched over from the New York New Year's Eve to the Los Angeles New Year's Eve, and Los Angeles is an hour behind us, so we missed the ball drop and everything. That's okay. It ended up turning out okay. I was just looking at my iPhone. I was like, Happy New Year, everybody, and they were like, no, the ball didn't drop, and rah, rah, rah. Anyway, it's in the past. Now it's in the past. So without further ado, let's get started.
Did you ever think about getting a ThinkPad?
I did think about purchasing some type of a tablet to actually draw on, so the ThinkPad was an option. I really don't want to use anything other than Mac OS. Obviously, thinking that you're only going to use Mac OS that's dumb. You're going to use other OSs, or operating systems, but I just really don't like Windows. I haven't really, since I've started using Mac OS, I cannot go back to Windows. So it's not that I hate Windows as an operating system in general, it's just that me personally, I can't really use it all that well. I would actually have to learn, I'd have to relearn how to use Windows just in general, because I've been away from that operating system for such a long time. So that was a big deal for me, was the fact that it was pretty much a Windows computer tablet type dealie. So I didn't even really look at that too deeply, but it's a good option for some people that I guess that want to draw on the go. I went with the Wacom Cintiq because it just suits my needs better as an artist and gives me more pressure sensitivity that I do need when digitally painting.
Do you have tattoos?
I do have tattoos. I have two. There's one underneath here as well. I have talked about it before, so I'm not going to go into detail with what they mean because it's very emotional for me. So I'm not going to talk about those, but yes, I do have two tattoos, one on each wrist.
What's the difference between the Beats by Dre Solo and Solo HD?
Okay, the differences between the Beats solos. First, physically, the solos have a matte finish on the outside. The actual sound quality is very, very different. It's more like of a muffled bass sounding type headphone. And if you really like bass, they are not bad headphones, I guess, but it's all bass. So for me, I really, really, really don't like them. The Solo HDs have a glossy outside, and the bass is present, but it has a more equal sounding presence with everything. They sound a lot better, 100 times better, I would say, and I would go with the Solo HDs if you're deciding between the two, for sure. Obviously, the Solos used to have a band issue where they were snapping. I do believe Monster has fixed that, so don't worry about that if that's what you want, but between the two, I would definitely have to, go with the HD. It's better.
Should I buy real or fake Beats?
This is a question I get all the time. Should I buy real Beats or should I buy fake Beats? Studios, whatever kind, they have every kind now available. I personally like the fake ones. I think they sound better and you get more of an option with colors. You can get different looking ones, and a lot of people are concerned that, well, people know I'm wearing fake. Well, if you like them and if you're confident with yourself, why does it matter? That's a big issue I find with a lot of people, is that, well, people are going to think they look stupid, or people are going to think they look like this. Who cares what other people think, man? It's yours. You like it, whatever. Who cares what other people think? That's something I think that society has a huge problem with, is they worry about what other people think about them, which is stupid. You shouldn't be doing things like that. It should be what you think about yourself. And if you want to look a certain way, and if you want to wear a certain thing, that's your choice, not everybody else's. But anyway, I would say fake studios, but if you can get a real pair for a decent price and you want to have an authentic pair, then yeah, I'd say go for it. But don't think you can get an authentic pair anywhere that doesn't that isn't a legitimate seller, like Best Buy in Canada, Future Shop, Amazon is a good seller, but you have to buy them directly from Amazon because people can sell through Amazon. So again, you may get a fake pair from Amazon depending on if you bought them directly from them or not. It's very difficult now to get a real pair unless you go out to a store where you know they're official sellers to get a real authentic pair, and those guys there, they won't sell them for any cheaper than what they are really. And the funny thing is, if you actually go to beatsbydre.com, their headphones are more expensive there than they are at Best Buy or anywhere else, which I find really funny. And their website is actually horrendously behind. It is so bad. That it makes me cringe a little. The fact that a company that successful has a site that isn't updated on a regular basis. But anyway, that's enough of me ranting about that. Definitely, it depends really on what you're looking for, but I would personally go with fake.
What are your favorite Beats? Solo, Studios, or Pros?
I don't have a favorite, guys, probably out of the three. They all are used for different things. If I had to pick one out of all of them, I would pick the Studios, but that's because I like how comfortable they are, and they are at a size that I prefer. The Pros are nice too, but they do get a little uncomfortable after a while, and they're clunky and they're hard to carry around with you. And the Solos are obviously easier to carry around with you, so if you're looking for something that's portable, and you're looking just to get like just a pair of headphones that are on your head and you don't mind on-ear, which I don't really like on-ear that much, then the Solo HDs are a good option for you as well. So it's really up to you guys what you're going to be using them for. Solos is on the go, something that's portable, entry-level headphones. Studios, noise canceling, obviously, comfort. They have pretty good sound, very bass heavy, but they're more leveled out than I feel than the Solos are. Pros have very good sound. I like the sound quality of the Pros, but they're way more expensive and they're really heavy. So it's, I think that the Pros are more so meant for home use. So it really depends on what you're using them for. Personally, I like the Studios because they're kind of the best of both worlds.
What's your favorite food?
My favorite food, I love tacos. They are like my favorite. If I get offered to go out fast food or anything like that, I love Taco Bell. And they also have Mountain Dew, and they're one of the only restaurants in Canada that actually has Mountain Dew, because Mountain Dew is different here in Canada than it is in the States. We only have the original, and it's not even the original Mountain Dew. It's no caffeine Mountain Dew, which is different than everywhere else. So yeah, but anyway, my favorite food is tacos.
Do you think that younger tech reviewers and artists should be taken as seriously as adults?
Younger tech reviewers and artists, I am a young artist and tech reviewer. I'm not very, very young, but I wouldn't say I'm old. I feel old, but I'm not really old. I have to say that everybody should be treated equally in terms of expectations. If somebody sends you an offer or an email and they sound professional, what does it matter what their age is? Some people start off incredibly young. Their maturity level is way higher than it should be. Not necessarily should be, but is normally. So I think that age is really, you can't judge a book by its cover, in my opinion. You can be young and incredibly smart and way beyond your years. I have a couple friends that are, and they know who they are if you're watching this. But yeah, age is relative. You could be 10 and have like the mindset of an 18-year-old, really. It really just depends on who you are. So I would give anybody the benefit of the doubt before I know them. Why judge a book by its cover, right? Okay, so this isn't a question, but I just wanted to let you guys know the Steve Jobs tribute doodle is one of the prints that you guys can choose. And as a matter of fact, any of my prints are, if you want a certain one. I can always go and get them printed. I'm fortunate enough to be in an art school where we have printers there where I can get anything printed I want at any point in time, and they're really high quality prints. So let me know if that's what you want, but you can always order. Let me know what one you want. Like if you want a dowel, if you want anything, let me know on that page. And like when you're ordering, and I can get you any print you want, and I have all of them still. So just let me know when you order. If you want to print, the link will be down in the description. What features do you think the next iPad will have? The iPad 3, what I think it will be bringing to the table is a better high-res screen. I don't think it's going to be a Retina display. Retina displays, guys, are incredibly expensive. Think of the iPhone. The iPhone off contract is like $700. That's because of the screen. So if it was that big on an iPad, nobody would buy it. It'd be like $2,000 to buy an iPad. So I think that it's going to be an HD screen. I think it's going to be called either the iPad 3 or iPad HD. And I think that the cameras are going to be amped up a little bit. Pretty much it's going to be like the iPhone 4S and just have like a speed boost, better processor, just faster all around, and just a little bit of a bump. Not anything too significant. But I think that the cameras are definitely going to be better. The screen's going to be a better resolution, and we're going to see some faster iPad.
What's that ring up on your finger, girl?
This is a promise ring. I've had this ring for 5 years now. I've been in a relationship for almost 6 years, and a very committed relationship, so that's why I have a promise ring. It's not a wedding ring. I'm too young to get married, but hopefully one day it will be a wedding ring.
What's your best Mountain Dew and Woo NASCAR impression?
Woo NASCAR Mountain Dew. What's the best all-around camera for under $350? Okay, so cameras, for me personally, are kind of like clothes. You need to try it out before you buy them. You need to go to a store and feel a camera out. You may buy a camera because of its specs online, but when you get it, it doesn't feel right to you. A camera is something that is extremely personal, though it's made out of plastic and metal and all that. It is incredibly a personal thing. You have to feel like you're comfortable with that certain device. So I would go to the store, but as in cameras that I would recommend, there are very few cameras now that only offer 720p. Most of them offer 1080p video quality now. So if you do go to the store, most likely under $350, if you buy a camera, it's $350, $250 to $350, it's going to be 1080p. If it's not, don't buy the camera, because you can buy other cameras that have 1080p. But as of now, cameras that I would recommend the Canon ELPH. I think 300, I'm not sure, but I do know that it's on sale right now at Best Buy in Canada. I don't know about the States, for $150. So if you're looking for one like that, definitely go there, because that's way lower than this. That's $200 off the price that you're asking me about there. Other camera brands that are really good, Lumix, which is Panasonic, they offer some great cameras that take fantastic video. I almost bought one instead of I have a compact DSLR, Sony NEX5, and it runs for $699, but I paid $499 for it, so that's why I went for that camera. But I was debating between the Panasonic Lumix, I don't remember the number or brand or not branding, name of the camera, but it offered 1080p video, great pictures, holy crap. Like, I went to the store though to test it out and I liked it. So I would recommend to any of you guys to definitely go to the store, try it out, see if you like it first, because it's one of those things where if it doesn't feel good to you right off the bat, you're probably not going to want to use it, and probably you're going to buy a new camera, and cameras aren't cheap, right? Even at $350, learning the value of money is very difficult, but $350 doesn't seem like a lot, and really in the retrospect of things, it's not, but it is. That's a lot of money for a camera. It's a lot of money to get a DSLR in general, so I would go try them out. Sony has some good cameras too. So those are brands that I like. I like Canon, I like Panasonic, and Sony. Those are the cameras I would stick with there. Anyways, guys, that is the end of my Q&A. Hope you all enjoyed it. Got a couple new people coming over to my Q&As that are subscribed to my channel that usually just watch my tech stuff. So that's nice to see that you guys have started watching my Q&As and like them. Leave me a comment down below with a question for my next Q&A so I have something to answer for you guys. I got some really good questions this week, so thanks to everybody. And that was in a very small span because everything got jumbled up last week and my Q&A got pushed a little bit further. So thanks guys for watching, and until next time, deeba dabba dooba dabba toodles.